Hello, beautiful bloggers. Is anyone out there? It's the first day of the 30-day challenge. So this is the kickoff Facebook Live. I'm coming to you from my bedroom/office. So hopefully the sound is okay. I'm going to be reading down here from my notes once in a while because there are a couple things I wanted to talk to you about. Let me see if I can see myself live on my screen. There we go, there I am. If you have any questions while we're on here, please just write them down below and I will check. For some reason my computer's saying something went wrong. I'm going to stop and I'm going to start again. Let's see. Well, no, I think I'm broadcasting, I just can't see myself. So that's okay. Hi Angela, thank you for joining. Can you hear me okay? I'll take those hearts as a yes. Thank you for the hearts. Alright, for some reason I can't watch myself, which is a good thing because it kind of freaks me out. So, okay, so today is the first day of the 30-day challenge, and instead of just letting you go and blog on, I wanted to give you some support during this journey. So every Monday I'm going to come on live and talk about some things that will help with blogging. So today I wanted to talk about the top trends in blogging for 2017. And the first one is streaming live video like this. You can see me, thank you. Thank you for letting me know, because for some reason on my computer it just keeps saying, it looks like it's working on my phone, but on my computer it's saying it can't load up, but whatever. So I want to talk about streaming video because it's kind of a scary thing, because here I am sitting in my room, my camera could fall over, it's a little shaky. It took me a long time to get used to going on video, and I was just afraid. I don't know why, because like, I don't know, we all have baggage, right? So I was afraid to come on. People would be like, oh, her nose is big, oh, her hair's messed up, oh, she looks so fat, whatever. You know, you just have to get over all that because nobody cares. They just want to know what you're going to say and what you're going to teach them. So one of the big, like all of the platforms now, all the social media platforms are offering some kind of live streaming video. So I want to encourage you to try it out. It's really not as scary as you think it is. Once you get one of them under your belt, you're kind of like, okay, I can do this now. I mean, I still get a little nervous because you never know if someone's going to like ring my phone while I'm doing it or something like that, or it's going to cut me off. But when you blog, you don't always have to blog with the written word. You can make a little video, and the easiest way to do it is with live streaming video because you don't have to edit anything. When I make my regular videos for YouTube, you know, I sit there for an hour or so afterwards and I edit and I try to make it fancy and I try to make it look good, and you know, it's just so much easier here because people just get to see the real you. You know, I'm not in any kind of fancy background. I'm not in a studio. I have one little light that I bought that I attached to my phone just so it kind of evens out the light in the room. But, you know, people can see when I flub or make a mistake, so they just get to know the real you. And they hear your voice and they see you and they see your body language. And, you know, sometimes people can misconstrue what you write in a blog post, and you know, you can't always be writing LOL after everything to make sure people understand that you're saying things in a good intentioned way. So video gets you to put your message across in a real way, and it puts a face behind your brand. So streaming video, that's the first trend that I want to talk about. The second one is storytelling. And I wanted to talk about how everyone's brand has a story. So when you're blogging, you don't just want to blog about whatever happened during the day randomly. And I know it's tempting during the 30-day challenge to just want to write about anything because you feel like you have to fill 30 days. But always try to make what you write about to convey your brand story. Everyone has a brand, your brand has a story. And if you're blogging because you don't have a business and you're blogging because you just have something that you want to say, or you keep a journal, or you write about something other than products, there's still a story behind your personal brand. And to think about what from your past led you to this point, what is happening in your brand in the present, what you hope for the future. There are so many things in our past lives that have shaped us to get us to where we are today. And you probably have more knowledge and stuff about those things than you think you do. Like sometimes we think, oh, who would want to hear what I have to say? But they do. That's why they're tuning in. And everybody likes to know that they're in the same boat and that other people kind of feel the same way. And maybe you can even write about how you don't know what to write about today. And that's perfectly appropriate. So just remember that storytelling is what brings people into your brand and brings people into your story. And people have told stories since before they could write. So storytelling by word of mouth, and in the written word is just something that can really, it's a really powerful tool to get your brand's message across. People love stories and they want to hear them. Excuse me. The next thing is content market strategy and blogging, not just for the sake of blogging, but for thinking about the intention of your business. What do you want people to know about you? Because it's one thing to tell your brand story, but it's another thing to get people to take some kind of action on your site. So live streaming video, storytelling, and now content marketing strategy. So blogging is a form of content marketing, and so is making video, and so is every social media post that you make. And to think about a strategy behind what you're doing. Not just blogging because it's Monday and you think, well, I blog every Monday and I have to write something. Just sit and think about it. They don't have to be super long posts, but maybe plan something out and create an editorial calendar. And like Angelo, I know that every Monday you do your gratitude posts, and it's probably a relief when it comes to Monday and you're like, okay, I have to write about gratitude. You don't have to think of not only what to write about, you don't have to think about a whole category and a topic. So you know every Monday you're going to talk about gratitude. And it just saves you a little time. And the next thing, number 4, is to think mobile. Because a lot of times I sit on my laptop all day long. I work on my laptop or I work on a desktop, and I don't really do a lot on my phone. Like I'll use it for video and I'll use it to check my social media, but I don't blog from my phone. I don't really go on social media. I'll look at social media on my phone, but I don't really interact with it that way. I usually just use my laptop. So it's easy to forget that more than 50% of the people now who are using the web are using it on a mobile device. So whether it's a phone or an iPad, some kind of tablet. To think about when you're blogging, the people are going to see it on a mobile device. It's going to be very tiny. So you want to have a compelling image that they can see. You don't want it to be too big to where it takes a long time for them to load it up on their phone. You want to have a catchy title. You want to make sure that your paragraphs are short, that it's easily digestible. So when they're scrolling through on their phone, there's not some overwhelmingly large paragraph and that would just scare them off and make them back out. So think about mobile when you're blogging. Not that you may not use it on a mobile phone, but a lot of people are going to consume your content on a mobile device, including video. So always think about what it looks like when it's really tiny. And the last thing that I wanted to talk about was to think about improving the speed of your website. Once in a while, I'll go in and I'll run there. Google has a tool for developers, and it's called PageSpeed Insights. And I'll put a link in the description down below when I'm off of this video, so where you can find it. And all you do is you type your URL in there and you hit enter, and it'll do a really quick analysis of whatever page you put in. So if you put in your home page, and it'll tell you what things are slowing your site down. And it'll give you suggestions for how to fix them. And some of them you can't be fixed. Like I run a very intense theme on my blog. So some of the things that slow down my site are just the JavaScript that is in my particular theme. But I need that for it to work the way I want it to work. And even so, my site, it'll tell me that I'm about 50% good with how my site runs speed and that my page loads in 1.5 seconds. And to them, I think that's fast, but to Google, they think that's slow. So I don't know how fast I can make it. But there are certain things that you can do, and it'll if you use that tool, it'll tell you. But off the top of my head, some of the things that you can do. I know a lot of people run carousels on their homepage where when you go there and there's a big slider, it has a beautiful image, and it might go through 3 to 5 slides or something like that. They really slow your website down. And while they look great, you might want to think about another option if you're having load issues for your site. And another thing is just people want to see photos, so we like to have these beautiful photos on our site, but there's ways that you can save them down to a smaller size. They don't have to be huge for the web. If you're not working on a print document where you want the density of a photo, they really don't have to be that large. So if you can, like if I download a lot of stock images on my site, And of course they're at the maximum, and I buy the smaller sizes, but then I'll put it into a photo editing tool. Like I use Pixlr. It's pixlr.com, I think, and it's free, and it kind of works just like Photoshop. It doesn't have all the bells and whistles, but it does enough for what I need it to do. And then I'll load my image in there, and then I'll knock it back. Like it'll be, sometimes they'll be PNG files, or like if you make an image on Canva and they recommend that you save it as a PNG file, that's the maximum size that you can save. So if you put it in a tool like Photoshop or Pixlr, then you can just click to save it, and then save it as a JPEG, and then just kind of knock the number down. Like it'll usually be on 80. I usually pull it down to 72. And you can't tell a difference when you look at it on the web, but it makes it a smaller file, and it makes it load faster on your site. And also another thing that can really slow down your site is running too many plugins. You need to have some plugins on your site to just add functionality to it. I mean, I run probably 5 to 7 plugins on my site, I would say. But they're all things that I absolutely need. Like I try not to run anything just for the sake of having something fun on my site. Like I run WooCommerce on my site so that I have a shopping cart. And a Kismet for spam. And I just made a video about the 3 necessary plugins. I use the Yoast plugin to help me with my SEO and my keywords. And I have something called duplicate page. So when I do something that I want to look exactly like it, I can just hit duplicate it and it'll make a copy of the page, and then I can go in and change it. But other than that, I really try. I have something for a pop-up to collect email addresses. But I don't really have a lot of bells and whistles on my site, because plugins can really, really slow down your site if you have too many of them running at the same time. And also sometimes the back-end coding of your theme can slow down your site. So like I said, I use a pretty rich, intense theme on my website, but I like it, and I like what it does for me. And I know a lot of you have online shops, so you have to run something that's pretty intense. But try not to run anything that you don't need it to do. You know, like you don't need anything blinking or anything. Like right now I have, because I'm on WordPress, I have snow falling on my site, and it goes until like January 6th or something. And I think it's fun for the winter, but it's one of the things. I just ran my page through this Page Insight, the Page Speed Insight tool, and it was like, you have snow falling on your site. It's slowing it down. So it's silly, and I'm letting it run for a little bit, but I'm probably going to turn it off because I don't need it. You know, who needs to see snow falling on my site? I mean, it's a cute idea, but it's just slowing things down. So they are my 5 trends for blogging in 2017, and I'm going to try once again to refresh this and see if I can see what's going on live. See if anybody has any questions. Angela, are you going to participate for the 30 days? I know you've done it before, and it's hard when you do it multiple times. Let me know if you're going to do it. Because if you're not doing the 30-day challenge, still please post your whatever post that you do under the daily graphic, and you know, we'll all still share your content and see it. So if anybody has any questions, please let me know. Because otherwise I will sign off in a minute. I just wanted to come on. I'm going to do this every Monday, and next week I think, well, if you have anything in particular you want me to talk about, let me know. But one of the weeks I want to talk about how to come up with ideas for your content, and things like that. So I just want to support you along this journey, because 30 days in a row can be intimidating, but really when you get to the end of it, you're going to think it was so worth it, and you're going to have so much more traffic on your website during those 30 days that it's a great way to start the new year, especially if you have a business. So if there are no questions, then I am going to sign off, and I wish you all luck during the challenge, and I can't wait to see your posts. I've already posted mine for today, so you have until midnight Eastern time to post for today. But if you miss one of the days, just keep going and post it under the next day. Anything that you do that is more than what you would normally do is great for your brand. So I think that's it. I'm going to sign off. So thank you for anyone who attended live. And if you're watching the replay, again, you can write any questions down in the comments down here, and I will check back later and see if you have any questions. Or let me know if there's any particular topic that you want some support on, and I will address it in the next Facebook Live, which will be next Monday. I don't know what time I'm going to do it. I'm going to try to vary the times, because not everyone can make the same time every week, and I know we're in different time zones. So today was at 1. Maybe next week I'll do it like 10 o'clock or something, if that helps. And maybe I'll do one even later at like 7 or something for people if they need to get home from work. So I'll just vary it. I'll let you know beforehand what time. So thank you for watching and good luck. Okay, bye.